Last night we stayed at a rest stop just south of Redwood National Park. We were going northbound, so there are two separate rest stops, both with the same types of views. The rest stop was absolutely gorgeous. You could go on a little walkway just to explore around, see these towering redwoods, and there's some picnic tables available too, so you'll be able to just take a rest. Best part was that on our way out, we were able to dump our black tank for free. They have a whole dump area, but I don't think that the water was drinkable. There was no potable water, but that's just fine with us. We can find plenty of other places. So today we're driving up to Redwoods National Park and we're going to go explore a little bit.
So you may be wondering, what's the difference between a redwood and a sequoia? Well, there isn't much of a difference, but they are cousins. So they're not exactly the same, but they are related. So the redwoods will be the tallest trees in the world, and the sequoias are the densest, thickest, and oldest trees in the world. So now you know.
We just got to Tall Trees Trail and it is a rough drive getting up. It's a very steep drive and the road is filled with potholes. Now, unfortunately, we ended up overshooting it because we missed the turnoff and we went a few miles out of the way. But we turned around, we were able to get to the gate. And when you get to the gate, you actually have to make a reservation prior, at least a day prior, through the website. I'll give that information below. But when you make the reservation, they send you an email with a code to put into the lock. You'll unlock the lock and be able to move the gate, and then you just want to change that code so the next person behind is able to put in the code, or if they don't have access, they're not going to be able to put it in. We're going down the Tall Trees Trail right now, and just looking at all trails, it's going to be pretty strenuous going back up because it goes down pretty deep into this canyon down by the water's edge. So coming back is going to be a little tough, but we're bound to see some pretty awesome views of the redwoods.
So I have Derek's phone right now, and it has the trails so I can see. So instead of me going how much further every 5 seconds, now I'm holding it and I can watch. I have this paranoia that we're just gonna go so far and I'm not gonna go back. I don't know why I have this panic in me, but seeing it helps. Like, okay, I can do this.
What's so special about this trail is this has the tallest trees in the world, talking about over 350 feet. They're all contained within this area because they weren't totally destroyed by loggers over 100 years ago. So we're going to be seeing towering redwoods, and we're already walking through and they're just massive.
We did it! All done.
No.
Yep. Don't. Nope. No, don't worry about what's over there. Silly. Nobody told me this was a scramble. When you have to use your hands and your feet, that's called a scramble.
Oh. Wow. You almost became scrambled eggs.
Yeah, that's why I don't do this. He turned off the camera so he could get across because you missed his scramble. You just scrambled too. What are you doing? Sludge.
Ashley found a new way to cover up her mic so it isn't so obvious that she has a mic. Check this out.
I'm just jealous that you didn't think of it. Yeah. It's such a big clover. I've never seen one that big before.
Oh.
Where are you going? Oh my god.
You want to come in? Come on. Come on. Oh.
Ouch.
Bang your shoulder?
Coast redwood trees can grow over 350 feet high and live to be over 2,000 years old. 96% of the original old-growth coast redwoods have been logged. Redwood National and State Parks contain 45% of the remaining protected old-growth redwoods in California.
I just realized that we made it to the forest planet of Endor. I'm pretty sure that this is where they filmed it. I don't know exactly.
Everyone knows it was in space. Duh.
You gotta check this out. Come on. I don't think it would be an episode unless we talked about real estate. As we travel, I think I would never stay here. I mean, unless I wanted to fulfill my life dream as living on Endor.
Stuff's dripping. Time to go.
Okay, let's get out. You go first. This is like my favorite playground. I feel like I'm an actual Ewok finding and exploring Endor. I get to just hang out in these caves, these tree caves.
This is considered a treehouse if we're in the trunk.
We're touching the ground. It's technically covering us. I'm going through the hole. Alright, I made it.
Home to the tallest trees on Earth, Redwood National and State Parks reside in the foggy coastal climate of Northern California. The moist temperature environment keeps the trees continually damp, even during the summer droughts, providing the perfect habitat. Their natural resistance to insects and fire, as well as a unique regenerative abilities, helps them thrive. We just did the Ladybird Johnson Trail. It was pretty much like a loop. It was perfect for me. It was beautiful, as usual, and ginormous trees. Lots of that happening, so my neck's gonna hurt because I got neck problems. He's turning his head. You don't like my... you don't like when I talk?
So the Ladybird Trail is a 1.5 mile loop trail. It has massive redwoods just all throughout. It's a gorgeous little trail. You've got ferns all around. If you don't want to do the tall trees trail because it is a hike going down into the canyon, this is a perfect little hike, and you can take your time with it. And since it's a loop, you can go left, you can go right. It was perfect. There's a little bit of going uphill, but it's not that bad at all. Highly recommend you do this. If you are going out to the tall trees trail, maybe get here because you're passing this one. Do this one first just to get it out of the way, because it's going to be extremely busy because they only give out so many permits for the tall trees trail. So get this one done before everybody starts showing up, and then go to the other one. This morning we're going to Fern Canyon and Gold Bluff Beach. It's right here in Redwood National Park and the state park area. You have to make a reservation online in order to do this. They only allow so many people into this area per day, and you can book that the day before or months in advance. And I'll share more information about this in a little bit, because this road is absolutely atrocious. There's potholes and crap everywhere. So here, I'll share more about that now.
I don't think you can see it. By the way, this is not for RVs, and we have the luxury of picking and choosing when we are an RV, and this is not the time. We're not an RV, just a van.
We just got to the parking lot, and now we're walking the trail to Fern Canyon. Fun fact, this place was featured in Jurassic Park 2.
And Fern Gully.
Fern Gully's a cartoon.
Yeah, it was filmed here.
Oh, it's like based off of it?
No, I don't know.
God,
Just like you were saying how Star Wars was filmed at the other place.
it was.
No, it was in space.
Today Ashley's flaunting her Kim Possible
Stop!
outfit.
You're just jealous.
You see her green pants, her black shirt.
Call me, beat me if you need to reach me.
Oh my God. Ashley? Ashley, where are you? I don't know where to go. You're coming off.
I'm slipping. I'm wearing slippery yoga pants.
Okay, look over here to the right. Here we go. Look, over here, the camera. I gotta carry her over the water. Well, Ashley decided to turn around because the water's ice cold and it is a little bit high, so her feet are getting wet. So I'm gonna keep going. I have my waterproof boots, and she's finding her way back somehow. This place is a blast. It's like an adult playground. I mean, obviously for kids too, but and I'm climbing up and over some trees, going through this creek that's going through. I'm having a blast. All right, I'm gonna give Ashley a little bit of leniency. There's a few people that are complaining. It's April right now, so the water that is coming down is just freezing cold. And last night was like in the high 30s, low 40s. So it's freezing cold. So some people are complaining doing this whole trek because basically the water is like the whole way you're going to be walking in the water. My waterproof boots are working fine, but there's a few times when it gets pretty deep, and it often gets deep. So I have to like find other ways of going through. So right now I'm walking across a tree And I lucked out there because I luckily had something right on the side of me they could grab onto. I'm just hoping that I'm not going through like poison ivy and all kinds of crap. Okay, so Ashley, I take back what I said. Okay, so the way that we went to get into the canyon, it's a loop trail, so we went to the right and got into Fern Canyon right away. So we got to see all the beauty right away. If you go straight or to the left to the loop, you'll see all that at the end. So right now I'm going up and out of the canyon. There's some wooden stairs that are taking me up. See if there's any views at the top. The loop trail is only 1.1 miles, but don't think that you're gonna get it done within 30 minutes. You're gonna wanna play. You're gonna be going through the creek, under trees, over trees, and taking a lot of photos because it is just absolutely beautiful.
I hope we don't fail to see the beauty of being free. Don't forget what you love the most. I just wanna keep you close, so we have to give it one more try before the idiots are taking over.
So far, no views into the canyon, which is fine because this is like just really beautiful. It's completely lush, it's different. So you're out of the water and you're just going through the trees up on to the ridge area. It's very relaxing. I'd say if you don't want to do the water for any reason, I still recommend you do it, but just doing this trail, it's nice. There's stairs. It's very easy to walk.
Caught up in the race of wanting more, and we can tell one from the other. No one can tell you what they're running from. No one knows anymore. What's it for? What's it for?
So when I got back to the car, I have to air out my socks and shoes now. They're sopping wet. And I was going to change into water shoes. Or I was going to make lunch. I was still debating on if I should go back out or if I should start on lunch. And then all of a sudden it hit me. I just started feeling really lightheaded and I started shaking really bad. And I knew exactly what that was. For me, I'm hypoglycemic. So I had too much sugar this morning. I had an energy drink that was not zero sugar. We always have zero sugar. But this morning I felt like treating myself. I got the pipeline punch, which is my favorite one. But it wasn't worth it. Lots of sugar, and it just hit me randomly out of nowhere. It was pretty bad. So I had to rummage through everything like a raccoon, trying to find something to eat to counter it. I had a little thing of Jif peanut butter. I had applesauce before I started finally feeling like myself. But then right afterwards, it makes me feel very lethargic and groggy, so that kind of sucks. So I just gotta be smarter about that.
There's so much more than we've been told, way beyond what we can hold. So keep your eyes open for the things that really matter. Oh, we have to give it one more try, now that the idiots are taking over. They're caught up in the race of wanting more, and we can tell one from the other. No one can tell you what they're running from. No one.
We finished over at Fern Canyon, and now we are at Gold Bluff Beach.
And the best part of this, it's dog friendly, so we're able to bring Pete out with us. Pete hasn't really seen beach water in a long time, so he's kind of freaking out when the tides roll up into him.
He's never a fan of the water to begin with.
What's it for? Oh, what's it for? Oh no.
At the beginning of the road going up to Fern Canyon and going out to the beach, again, if you have the reservation, at the beginning is actually Elk Meadow, and you don't need a reservation to get into this spot. You're perfectly fine. But out here when we drove by, there was maybe 20 or 30 elk just walking out in this meadow area. So that was earlier on in the morning, so you'll definitely want to come early and then probably around sundown. We just went into the Elk Meadow Visitor Center, and the log that has the elk horn sticking out, it actually has kind of a funny story. So one day, the rangers just showed up and they found that by the front door. So they picked it up, and what they believed happened was an elk was rutting and ended up getting its head stuck into a log and died. And then the tree grew around it. Now, how did it end up on the front door? They have no idea why it was just sitting there. Somebody must have come across it and dropped it off and just left it for them. So it's a pretty cool story. I've never seen anything like that. All right, we just did the big tree, and now we're doing Corkscrew tree, which I think is like multiple trees intertwined around each other. I don't know, we'll find out.
The people that name these trees are my kind of people. Last one we were at Big Tree. It was a big tree. Biggest of them all. Corkscrew tree. Yep, corkscrew.
We were able to crawl up into this thing. There's a way around, or if you're coming up the path, I obviously chose the hard way. There's got to be at least 8 trees intermingled with this. This one is just like growing in the center. But this, look at this. It's like it got split open. It just flayed. I don't get it. But there's so many trees that are all around.
Redwoods National Park and state parks. I believe we're going to do the last bit of exploring today and find any trails that we haven't done yet and a couple of the drives, scenic drives.
We just got to High Bluff Overlook and we were not expecting these views when we turned the corner. It is absolutely gorgeous. The fog is just like rolling onto the shore off in the distance, and there's just rocks all around the beach. This is so neat. We just did the coastal drive, and honestly, I don't think it was really worth it for us. It was nothing but a gravel road, and you couldn't really get any good views. If you're looking to do some hikes, there's some hiking trails that go off of it, but for us, definitely not worth it. We did get to the end of the coastal drive, and it got this gorgeous beach view with all these seals that are out on the beach, and they're just laying out. But you don't have to do the coastal drive and drive that ridiculous gravel road. You could just do the Klamath Drive, which goes along the Klamath River, and that will take you right over here, and the road is just fine. We're going to be making the loop and finishing up now. We just pulled over on the Newton B. Jury Scenic Drive, and there are just a bunch of different groves that you can just pull over and just go walk through. There's little trails that go through. I mean, this is so gorgeous. There's an overcast, so it just feels just dreamy out here, and there's just a ton of massive redwoods just towering all around us. This is really cool. Something interesting that we learned about the redwoods, their roots only go down about 10, 12 feet. You think about, I mean, these things get up to 370, 380 feet high. That's not enough to hold them, but the roots actually spread out like 40, 50 feet around the area, and then they interconnect with the other redwoods roots around the area. So they end up holding each other together, so when the winds come through, they're not like being blown over.
I just want one pine cone so I can show you and the rest of the world the difference between the pine cone of a redwood and a redwood. It's like a needle in a haystack, though. I can't find them. They're so tiny. We saw them at the visitor center, so that's what I know I'm looking for. But look at this. Can't find any.
Well, I am not going to be going in there. That's where fairy tale nightmares and all the stories all started, for sure. It is creepy. Nope.
This is the kind of hike I like. This is not a hike. This is a nature walk. And I get to go slow and appreciate all the different There's a fly zooming around me. All the different wonderful aspects of nature, including this annoying fly. Anyways, I get to see the ferns and the spores and the moss and the clover fields. I found a dead mouse earlier, but right now I'm on the search for a pine cone. Something just fell. What was that?
Oh no.
See, now if you're hiking all fast, and you wouldn't have heard that. We were sitting here nice and quiet in the forest just listening, and something fell. It's magical. And I love when they curl like this. Look how curly it is. And I like how these look like hearts. And these clovers are purple underneath. Isn't that fun? I like to just explore. And I also want to find another banana slug. They're huge and yellow and gross, but fascinating. Gotta go. Ah, just kidding, I found one.
No.
Where is it?
Oh, a banana slug. Oh, there's another one.
See, look how fun it is if you just go slow. Now, who has the patience to stare and watch a slug move? I do. Wasn't that so cool? I was just talking about that. See, nature walks are very important. Better than hikes. I'm not sweating and suffocating. I'm happy and enjoying nature and life. I could do this all day. Oh wow. Look what Derek found. A creepy crawly centipede. There is something unique about this park, wouldn't you say, Derek? The chasing flies. There are flies here, like there would be at anywhere outside, but these flies will find you and just keep swirling your head, and you can hear them, but they're so fast you can barely see them, and they're just, but they will follow you for a long time. It's really aggravating, and I'm just like, and it only happened the last 2 days at around between 3 and 5 p.m. So I was like, okay, we're going to be out early today so I don't have to deal with those flies. And they're out now. And it's like 11:30 a.m. I mean, maybe I smell like poop. I don't think so. He'd tell me. Real gentleman. It's happening right now. It's doing laps around me. I don't know if you can hear it. Okay, it's gone. That'd be cool if you can hear it though. I'm giving up. There's no pine cones. Derek's not even seen them on the trees. I haven't been looking up. I've been looking down. They're nowhere. I don't know. I have no service either, so I can't even look up like when they would fall. It's probably going to be like the opposite time over here right now. Oh well. Okay, I can't find it, but this one is close as I can find. It is not the pine cone we're looking for, but it's that size. The segments are different on each little lip. They are more, this is flat, they're more like together like a sequoia one. But maybe Derek can insert a photo.
Right now I'm inside the goose pen, which is interesting because settlers, when they came out, they'd find trees like this and they would have their fowls or their horses be put in here like a little stable.
All right, so I have pine cones here. 2 of them are the same and 1 of them is different. Can you tell the difference? And no, it's not the size. Give you a hint. Look at these little pokies. See how this has like little tails? This one also has little tails. That is a Douglas fir. These are Douglas fir. This does not have any tails. So I learned a lot about pine cones when we were in the visitor center, which was awesome. You should talk to park rangers before they're all fired. Anyways, I don't remember what tree this is from because there's so many that look like this. But these ones are easy to spot. They're easy to point out. And we know what Douglas firs are, right? Jingle bells, jingle bells. Okay, that's enough. We're back. We get our equal attacks, and then he can calm down. I just want to mention the obvious. When in nature and observing, take only pictures, leave only footprints. It's going to be really hard and tempting to take pine cones with you, or cool rocks, or plants. Leave it. Just take a picture. There's nothing you're going to do with it at your house anyways. Don't disturb nature. Leave it as it is, because that is why we have a national park system, so that we can take care of all of this and save it for other generations. We cannot destroy it. So as tempting as it is, put it down and carry on.